Play the Game is a 92-foot Sunseeker delivered in 2014, and she is a blend of sophistication and functionality. She's had one owner since her delivery. He's maintained her meticulously. And our yacht broker, Ed Dickinson, describes how Play the Game provides an inviting ambience.
Play the Game is a 2014 Sunseeker 28-metre yacht. In my opinion, the 28-metre yacht has to be one of the best models Sunseeker ever built, and Play the Game is undoubtedly the best 28-metre available for purchase today. The owner of Play the Game has maintained the vessel to an immaculate standard. Just this winter, she completed her 10-year RENA survey, which means that she's ready to go for charter for the next 5 years. All mechanical works have been completed, and even though she's up for sale, they're continuing to invest in the vessel to make sure that for her next owner, she's in turnkey condition. Play the Game has a length of 28.14 metres. She's got a beam of 6.5 metres and a draft of 2.05 metres. She measures in at 97 gross tons and has a top speed of 23 knots. She also has a range of 720 nautical miles and comfortably cruises at 16 knots. The Sunseeker 28-metre has been so successful for a number of reasons, but in my opinion, apart from the exterior profile, it has to be the exterior guest spaces. She has a huge sun deck. There's a secondary helm station up for the captain. There's a large fixed sunroof which opens up as required. You have a lot of dining space. You have a wet bar up there. You've got aft sunbathing areas. It accommodates for all guest requirements. Upon boarding Play the Game, you head up onto the main deck aft and through into the main salon. The reason the main salon is so clever on the 28-metre is the windows are huge. For a vessel of this design, of this class, the whole boat is flooded with light. On the starboard side, you have a drop-down balcony, so you've got an extra exterior space for enjoying a morning coffee. But it also means that when you're sat indoors at the dining table, you have a real connection to the sea. The main salon has a very large seating area. Starboard forward, there's a dining table for interior cold winter dining. Just forward of this, there's a wine cellar, and it moves up forward to the bridge. On the port side is where you have the main galley. The galley can either be opened up, closed off as required. The galley was all refurbished during a refit, allows the chef to comfortably accommodate for all the guests during charter periods. One clever feature on Play the Game is she actually has a day head. The day head's located forward of the bridge space, but if you've got charter guests on board or you're entertaining for the day, it means that you can offer a day head to guests without them having to go into the private guest cabins. The guest accommodation on Play the Game is split between two areas. As you move forward through the bridge area down, you pass the day head to port, and then you actually come to the VIP cabin. The VIP cabin arguably could be a second master. It's full beam up in the bow of the boat, but it gives you a lot of privacy because that cabin's by itself. As you come midship, you go down a staircase, and the staircase takes you to the remainder of the guest cabins. From the main salon, you have access down to the remainder of the lower guest cabins. Midship, you have a full beam master cabin. The master cabin has very large windows, very well equipped ensuite, and is in the most stable position of the boat. In addition, there's a double cabin aft. The double cabin faces out, so you have a beautiful view in the morning, facing out to sea at sea level. And there's a further twin cabin, which can be converted to a double as required for charter purposes. The crew accommodation is found at the stern of the vessel, aft of the engine room, and this has a small seating area. Then there are two cabins to sleep a total of 4 guests. As you come from the main deck aft, down to the swim platform. This swim platform is where you house the guest tender. In the case of Play the Game, it was an extra large tender ordered at delivery, but you have a hydraulic swim platform. So once the tender's out, one of the popular parts of the Sunseeker 28 is they can lower this down and you can have kids playing on this large platform very safely if they wish. The flybridge is one of the most exceptional areas on the boat. It has forward 4 pilot chairs, 2 to starboard, 2 to port. And on the port side, there's a secondary helm station. So if it's an owner operator, they can sit up, sipping on a gin and tonic as they're powering along the Mediterranean. After it, there are 2 large dining tables. Both port and starboard, they face each other, so you can have one set up for a buffet. If you've got a large group of guests on board, you can split the guests between the 2. It is under the shaded bimini, which can be opened. There's a fixed hardtop, which can open in the center. Aft is currently set up for a sunbathing area. The design of Play the Game is clever, so far as when she's cruising economically, she's a very comfortable, very stable boat. She has 0-speed stabilizers, so she can cruise all day long at 12, 13 knots. But again, another nice feature is if you're looking to get somewhere quickly, if you wanted to hop from Monaco to Saint-Tropez in time for lunch, she can cruise very comfortably all the way up to 23 knots and with no problem at all. Play the Game has been used lightly as a charter yacht, but has the potential to be hugely successful. Another feature which is very nice on the 28 metre is the forward seating area. It's a very private space, it's a very comfortable space, and especially on a warmer day, you've got somewhere to sit with a nice breeze.
If you're looking for a yacht with impressive internal volumes and exterior spaces that are designed for optimal entertainment, Ed has these parting words on why Play the Game could be perfect for you.
In my opinion, the big selling point to Play the Game, however, is her condition. Many production vessels of this age, which have been on the charter market, feel their age now. They feel like a 10-year-old boat, which has been pushed hard and through a heavy life. You walk on Play the Game and it feels as fresh as the day she was delivered. The owner has run the boat with no expense, and it really shows. You're buying into a very steady, a very safe and a well-run charter platform, and you know it's going to be a headache-free boat with guaranteed resale thanks to the design of the 28 metre. If you are looking for a Sunseeker, for a 28 metre yacht or similar, Play the Game undoubtedly has to go into the selection. It's a vessel that must be seen by qualified buyers. We would strongly recommend for you to arrange a visit at her home port in Ibiza, and we look forward to welcoming you on board.